Guys, it's Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day video. So it is Saturday, August 4th, and that will be the video for today, like I said. So I'm going to kind of like do it a little different. Like I've seen people do it like vlog styles, but today I'm not doing that. I'm doing something different. So I'll kind of explain like what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be telling you guys like what I usually eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the summer, like even days like during the summer. And then what I'll be doing is like telling you what I decided to eat for today. And then like I have pictures of kind of like before I make it to kind of show you like what I use when I make my breakfast, and then like what I use to make whatever breakfast I chose, whatever lunch I chose, and kind of like whatever dinner I decided to do, which like I don't know what I'm doing for lunch or dinner today because it's Saturday and I don't know what my family is doing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So usually during the summer, what I usually eat for breakfast depends on my mood and kind of like when I wake up. Like these past couple, like kind of like throughout the entire summer, because I did have work, which I know the other day I just posted a how I got my job video, but I unfortunately do not work at Lowe's anymore due to them not keeping like some of the seasonals into from and switching all of them over. So I unfortunately was one of the seasonals that they did not keep. So I'm currently in the mode of finding a new job. So like this summer, there are some days where I like slept in until like 9-10 o'clock. But most days, like the past like month or so, like it just depended on when I had work and stuff like that. So I kind of just got in the habit of waking up at the same time around the same time every day, and it was really just between like 8 and 8:30, like between that time I would wake up, unless I had like a morning shift, then I would wake up at 5:30. But usually now, like since I'm like it's more closer to school, and like my first class most days start at like 9 o'clock in the morning, like I'm like getting myself used to waking up between 8 and 8:30 on on weekdays, and sometimes on weekends too. I kind of like depending on like what I'm doing that day, I kind of like wake up at the same time, so like I can like not sleep all day, and like I have like the majority of my entire day to like make YouTube, write blogs, and like do whatever else I need to do on the weekends. But usually most days I either have a bowl of cereal, or a breakfast blend, which I'm pretty sure I showed you guys like what it is, and if not, like you'll see a picture of it. Maybe, it depends. I either have like cereal, a breakfast blend, and some fruit, or just a breakfast blend, or a smoothie. I have like those are like my three like go-to. Like I haven't like during the weekday, but like this next couple weeks, this next week, I am probably gonna like I don't even know because like it'll be all over the place because I move in next Saturday, so I have like a week, to like to myself to eat whatever I want. So usually during the week, those weekdays, those are the three main things that I like. Those are my three main go-tos. Like I said, just depends on my day and stuff like that. And usually on like weekends, it really just depends to like depending on like what we have going on. Like if my dad decides to like make something for breakfast, which like sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, so those are my three main go-to breakfasts. So today I already ate breakfast. It is currently 10:06 and I already ate breakfast. And today I decided to have a breakfast blend and an orange and some cherries. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert some pictures here of me like before I made it and like after I made it, and kind of like show you like what I do with the breakfast blends and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I had for breakfast this morning. So here are the pictures. So usually for lunch, during the summer, it like everything, like dinner and lunch really just depend on like, no, not dinner and lunch, breakfast, breakfast and lunch really just depends on like what I'm doing that day and like my mood, really. So, um, what was I? So usually, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just wanna like a sandwich and chips or like a sandwich and fruit. Um, Other times I'm like, I just want ramen noodles and like I'll have like something on the side so like I can eat both. Other times like I might just like not have like a big lunch. Like most days if I like it really just depends on when I eat my breakfast and when I eat my lunch, because like when I eat my breakfast, because sometimes like I'm not really like I eat my breakfast like an hour later from when I wake up. I don't eat it like as soon as I wake up. So yeah, so like if I have my breakfast later, usually I'll just like snack on things or I have like a light lunch. Um Other times I'm just like really hungry, so I'm gonna have like a sandwich or ramen noodles and then like something on the side with those. So yeah, like if it's like a busy day too, like if I'm like going around and like running around and like doing errands and stuff, usually like I'll go somewhere and like get something to eat, and like just depends on the place for that as well. So well, let's see what I ate for lunch. And then usually for dinner, my dad cooks for dinner, um, almost every night. So it really just depends on like what we've already had that week for dinner and like what our options still are and stuff like that. Like what like sounds good to us right now, like if we haven't already had it. So yeah, so like we just like kind of have like whatever my dad makes, and then like rarely like we'll go out for dinner or like order something and like go pick it up. Um, like that like hardly ever happens unless like my dad doesn't want to cook, or we're like on the go, like we have to go somewhere, and then like we're just like let's just get dinner while we're at it, like while we're out, let's just eat dinner. So yeah, so that's like usually what we have for like doing. Like some examples are like we'll have like tacos or like chicken with like this mushroom sauce. Um, we'll have like hamburger helper stuff. We'll have sometimes we'll have like steak. Um, and like pork chops and stuff. Like it really just depends like on what like everyone's mood is, kind of, and like whether like my dad wants to cook or not. So let's see what I have for dinner. So hey guys, so I didn't take a picture of my dinner because one, I forgot, and two, like we went out to eat. So we went to Outback and I just got like a chicken platter with fries and like a side salad and a sweet tea. So yeah, so that's what I got for dinner, and I wanted to show you guys. We went to the mall, and I got a few things, so I wanted to show you guys that at the end of this video. So the first thing I got is these low cut 6 pairs socks, and they're only $8, and these are from Outer Beerman. And then the next two things are from Journey, and the first one are these Converse socks, and there's 3 pairs, and they're these different colors. And then I got some Converse, and I just got like a plain red pair. So like, and they're just the low ones. So this is what they look like. So yeah, so that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.